Welcome to my channel. I am Untitled Chapter. In this channel, we're going to be doing lots of unboxings, reviews from animes, movies, design of the box, design of the figure, the options that come with it, the expressions, everything that's included in it. We will be covering everything. Statues, figures, cards, name it, and we'll probably have a video based on that. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for joining me on this new adventure. Now let's start the show. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Untitled Chapter, and for today's video I'm showing you Tanjiro Kamado from the animated series Demon Slayer Kimetsu Yaiba. This is the figure released by Aniplex from the BUZZmod line. Looking from the back side, you see a couple of the poses that this figure should be able to do with some of the accessories and some of the content that's inside the box here. You're looking at the front, you have the window, the box showing you the content, so there you can see Tanjiro. Overall, the box has a very basic layout, it's nothing too special here. Looking at the first blister pack, it's got the box that Nezuko goes in when he's traveling around. It's got the legs that are kneeling, and it's got the fire flame effects, and I'm not sure what the purple thing is. The second blister pack's got the figure of Tanjiro there, with the facial expressions and the hand gestures and his two swords there, as well as a green checkered samurai style Kamado. As you see in the first blister pack, everything's made out of plastic. Looking at the second blister pack, everything's made out of plastic except for the Kamado that he's wearing. This is the one thing that attracted me to this BUZZmod line, is that it features cloth, so I just wanted to give it a try and see how the cloth fares versus the hard plastics that other companies are using for these figures. So let's take a look. This is the 360 of Tanjiro. Looking at the figure, it does have a lot of moving parts, so the articulation should be pretty great. I can't help to notice, but he's got more of a pear shape. He's very bottom heavy. His pants are really baggy. Get down in the middle with the gravity. I don't know if that's supposed to be the effect from his clothes. Now let's see what kind of articulation Aniplex has put on this BUZZmod figure line here. We'll see if it's better than Bandai on their SH figure arts. So he's got head movement here. His earrings are not, they don't move. I don't know if I can move the collar there. Yep, there you go. And his shoulder, he's got this rotation here. He's got sideways movement. Oh wow. It's got a lot of movement there. The ball joint does feel a bit fragile here. Hopefully it doesn't come off here, so I'm trying to show you guys the rotation degree that he's able to do here in this figure. Even this has rotation here. The wrist got rotation. I don't know if I can do up and down. Oh, came off. Snap that back in there. It looks waving. Alright, let's see what else he can do. He's got great torso movement here, look at that. So we'll do sideways. Into right angle kicks there. See how far it goes. This is 360. Put almost on an incline. And this got 360 as well. Well, the articulation is pretty good actually. It's got a lot more than what I was expecting. Tell me what you guys think about the articulation from this figure here compared to other companies or other product lines. Here's just a close-up of the Kamado. You can see here it's got like a string right here, which allows for flexibility here. And then it's got another one here, so it's probably a metal wire. So it's a metal wire from here down across and down here, and then there's another one here to wrap around here. That's basically it. Here's a close-up of the box where Tanjiro carries Nezuko in, as well as the close-up of the two katana swords that come with it. One is showing it in its drawn position, and the other one is showing it with the case on it. I just want to give you guys a closer look at the details here that they put in there. The door does not open. It would have been a neat feature if it opened and if it came with a little Nezuko inside the box, but that is not the case. It's got some good details in it. Hopefully the camera's capturing it for you. I didn't have instructions on it, so I hope I put the straps in the right spots. One was labeled right and then the other one was labeled left, so hopefully I got them right. The straps are soft plastic.
A box to carry your sister during the day. Built from a very light wood called kirikumo cedar. It's been coated in rock lacquer to reinforce the exterior and make it even more durable.
Here I have Tanjiro with Nezuko's box along with his green checkered samurai style Kamado and his sword here. He's walking down the street here. In this pose I have him with a neutral expression. From the anime he did a lot of walking around with carrying Nezuko on his back. What I have here is him just showing that position there, just stopping here for a minute. He's up here listening to his sister. From the show, when he was walking around with her, traveling, he would talk to her a lot. The other thing that I would like to point out is I kind of wish the straps were a little bit more longer, or at least give you two different sets, because in these straps it looks like it didn't really account for Tanjiro wearing his Kamado, so it eats up even more of the distance between his body and the box, so it makes it even more difficult to have him wear it. I think if they would have added a little bit more of the loops, or somehow made them adjustable, or just gave you different straps depending on what Tanjiro was doing, then this would have been a lot easier to manipulate. Having that one size fits all doesn't really work, because in certain poses you're just not able to fully attach the straps on them, so they become to kind of come out and you're struggling to get them on there.
Nezuko, how you doing? Nezuko?
This is the scene where Tanjiro is about to throw his sword at Kasa as he was running into the woods. The cloth felt like it had a better quality than the one that came with Hypnos. This one actually feels a little bit more sturdier, and it's a lot easier to pose with the metal strings on it versus the one that Hypnos came with, which was just a thin piece of cloth there. In this scene, I have Tanjiro sitting down waiting to get some dinners, and he's talking to someone regarding Nezuko being in the box. The figure comes with two legs that are in kneeling position, which you can see here. It also comes with a little purple mat which can be used with other BUZZmod figures, for example Zenitsu or Gran Goku. To put the legs on the figure is somewhat of a hassle because there aren't any fixed points, since Tanjiro has a lot of flexibility. With the soft rubbery plastic parts, it makes it hard to get a fixed point so you can snap the legs back into the ball joint sockets. You really have to find some good holding spots on the figure so you can manage to press the legs on.
First, the Demon Slayer Corps uniform you're wearing is made with a special kind of fiber. It's lightweight, water-resistant, and non-flammable.
Here's a quick overview just to show you what kind of articulation you get when you use the two legs that are basically in the sitting position. So the legs are pretty much, as far as you can see here, they're fixed. The only rotating points that you have here is basically the ones at the hip. And by that you don't get a whole lot. So you get this rotation, you get a little bit, not a whole lot. They're not that easy to put on because this is soft plastic and this is your next fixed point, so the two ball joints are really difficult to find a good holding spot to press them on. But other than that, I mean, it's just like a regular leg. One thing to notice is that one of them does come marked, so you know which one's the top one and which one's the bottom. Here in this scene, I have Tanjiro sitting down with that the goofy, confused expression. If you guys notice from the anime, usually they have various scenes where they kind of become goofy or they become kind of like in a weird situation. So this is kind of the expression that most of the characters often display. So in this scene, Tanjiro is sitting down ready to embark and leave out to go find out who's the demon that's killing everybody in the red district area. So his expression here he was questioning was when he was found out that he was actually a boy and not a girl, and he didn't really fool anybody.
What? I guess I was busted from the beginning.
In this scene, I have Tanjiro using his Kagura flame effect here, ready to slice Emo's neck. He saw the opening thread, so he's taking advantage to wield his sword using his Kagura attack. I got his action expression wielding the sword here with the flame effect. One thing that I'm not a too fan about is this flame effect that came with the figure. To basically get it to look somewhat realistic, you basically have to put Tanjiro more in lower positions just to get the effect going. And by doing that, one thing that I mentioned earlier would be the figure should have came with a stand, so you basically need a stand to help with some of these poses here, especially if you're trying to use the flame effect and going for that realistic effect. The other thing is that the flame wheel didn't really stay on the base as well, so it's really flimsy.
Hinokami Kagura! Clear blue sky!
So in this scene I have Tanjiro doing his Kagura attack, and he's kind of sliding down trying to get back into an offensive position. For this pose I had to use the stand on the flame effect, and just I think the biggest complaint I have right now is just that the flame wheel effect is not doing him any justice. It's really hard to use it at all. You have to have a lot of assistance with it. So that's one thing that the stand is doing. Usually stands are to help figures, but in this one it's helping the actual flame wheel.
Hinokami Kagura, burning bones, summer sun.
Again, this is another scene where Tanjiro is sliding through trying to get to Akasa before he runs away and he loses sight of him. One thing to notice though is as these figures they come in with great posability, great flexibility. They have a lot of articulation points, but once you start adding like the other stuff like the accessories, for example here, once you add the Komodo, he literally loses like half of his flexibility in his arms and becomes really restrained. Then once you add the box, he loses even more articulation points there, so it becomes really difficult to manage. In this scene, I have Tanjiro flying up in the air ready to strike a demon. He's doing one of his fire breathing techniques here. He looks very intense here.
Father, please guide my blade. My chance to sever the bone with one strike is now!
This is all I have for you today. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and bye.
Hinokami Kagura! Fire Wheel!